My heart is broken, like an egg on the floor. If I wasn't such a grown-up, then I'd call you a whore. You are my personal salmonella, going off on holiday and having sex with Trevor. She's the egg-smashing woman. Egg-smashing woman.
I was 16, all right? I was in a bad place.
Why don't you just take it down?
I would, but I forgot my password. And my security question. I mean, Jesus, what is my favourite place?
Well, judging by that, another dude's arse.
Shut up, Mitchell.
Sir, can we watch my video now?
All right, what's it called?
1 girl, 10 cups.
Oh, God, Chantel.
What? It's just me doing the washing up.
Oh. Greetings and salutations. David Milbank. I was just wondering if I can count on your vote for this forthcoming school election.
Go away? We're working?
Now, who did you vote for last year?
Little Mix.
The X Factor, yes. Look, I love music. I'm a big fan of the Coldplay, Jay-Z, and Ollie Murs' feat, Rizzle Sticks.
Sir, do you want to see an old guy singing with his nutsack?
Mitchell, why would I want to see an old man singing with his... Oh, my God. Is that... Oh, I've got to send this to Fraser. He loves Peter Gabriel.
Goodness, Peter Gabriel's aged. Oh, Jesus. Okay, but nothing to see here, guys. Can you just get on and put the phone away? Guys, question 10's really good. Get on with that. Yes,
There's amusement never ends. I wanna be the sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Oh, let me be a sledgehammer. This will be my testimony.
This is the dawn of a new age. Now, by now, you'll all be aware that a video of our headmaster showing children images of a geriatric man manipulating his scrotum to song has gone viral. He's been asked to remain off the school grounds, pending a review by the Educational Authority Disciplinary Board. In the interim, I shall rule.
Bullshit. Surely the most senior member of staff should be headmistress? Mollinson has been here since, like, the swinging 60s.
The swinging 70s and 80s. The 90s were a bit dry, thanks to my hip replacement.
Now, given the disastrous example set by our ex-headmaster, we have to get our house in order.
What do you mean, house in order?
Oh. Well, for starters, I'm not having you turning this place into a hippie commune. That ludicrous garden of yours.
The one I built as a memorial to my late brother, Freddie.
I need a new parking space. Could it fit a Hummer? And take this school election. Always an absolute shambles.
Oh, is it?
I don't believe in elections.
Of course you don't.
But we are going to show the board that we can get something right, which means, Wickers, you can sit this one out.
Bothered.
This election will run like clockwork. And that way I will show the board that I am the right man for the job on a permanent basis.
No one wants you in charge? You're like the stepmom in Parent Trap.
With me in power, the school will improve, expand. The pupils will be better, stronger, purer.
Almost like a super race.
Yes.
Amazing.
And now I have to deal with that troublesome Fletchley boy. His parents are demanding compensation for some little javelin accident, so I'm expelling him.
On what grounds?
For having marijuana in his locker.
And how do you know that?
I put it there.
I need a smoke.
Yeah, me too.
You don't smoke.
Yeah, sure I do. You know, like when I'm stressed.
After the rain, we forget we mature again, then we leave. 'Cause we're a nation of forgetters.
Fraser is screwed.
That's some good shit. Do you want to do blowback?
It's a cigarette, Alfie. It's not pot.
Yeah, sorry.
Can you imagine Pickwell as her mistress? I am not letting her near Freddie's tree.
You heard the way she was talking. She'd probably have Jewish kids in separate classes. 5 years' time from now, it'll be us up in front of a disciplinary board telling them we're only following orders.
She could sack us. Then what would you do as a living?
Go back to B&Q. Kept the uniform. And staff get 13% off decking, so win-win.
You're gonna have to make an effort with her. Have you thought about entering this election?
She told me not to. And anyway, you have to admit, this whole school election thing is bullshit.
You're only saying that because the last time your kids got involved in politics.
Not this again. Rendell got stage fright.
Well, hello, young chap. And what's your ambition in life, eh?
Anal.
What?
Now, come on, everyone knows that school politics is just for losers like Milbank. You know, he came to my class this morning asking for our votes.
And?
I told him to piss off.
You do know he's my candidate.
Great guy.
I bet you think it's cool to say you're not into politics.
Now you're sounding really old.
I mean, have you ever voted?
No, I don't need to. Because my dad does my postal vote for me.
Oh, God.
Winning this election will be a piece of piss, all right? I just can't be bothered.
Yeah, you can't be bothered because you're afraid of losing.
Losing? My class would rape Milbank.
Your class, Special K, please.
Don't bring the children into this.
Pathetic. Right. I'm going back to help my loser win this election.
Well, I am going to the canteen. Because I have got the munchies. Right, class, we've got an election to win. Who wants to stand? Look, I've seen the other candidates, and we can't win if we're running against them on their terms. So, our inspiration for this election is going to be a certain Pol Pot.
Ain't that the guy that killed anyone wearing glasses?
Pol Pots. Sorry, I always get them mixed up. You know the one that won Britain's Got Talent? Yeah, we're going to win it on a sympathy vote. And we have got the perfect candidate. Everybody loves a chubby virgin.
No, why is it always me?
Joe, this is your perfect opportunity to make this class proud of you.
Yeah, but I can't do public speaking.
It's easy. It's just like teaching a class.
What if I freeze up?
Well, they say that you should imagine that everyone's naked.
Are you saying that when you teach us, you imagine us naked?
No.
I'll never win anyway.
Of course you can win. All you need is a crack campaign team, and you have got the best in the business. Ying, she is a mastermind. She'll be on strategy. Stephen does plays. He can write your speeches. Mitchell has got a laptop. He'll run the website.
Hack the website. I've given out more viruses than her.
Shut up! I'll do it on one condition.
Anything.
That for just one day you don't make any stupid comments about China.
Promise. Just to clarify, you do know what voting is. It's just, you know, democracy isn't really a big thing. Never mind. So, what do you reckon? You in?
Okay.
Yes. Right. Team, to the corridor.
Talk to me, people.
We've got a problem. Everyone entering needs a party, and they're all taken.
Except one.
It's not the BNP, is it?
Worse, Lib Dem.
Bollocks. Right, Stephen, get hold of a yellow tie, draw up a list of promises to break.
Right. What are we going to do about Grayson?
Well, he's a Tories candidate, so he's all about cuts. We need to prove his financial plan is completely unrealistic.
Mitchell, you're going to hack the school accounts. Ying, you'll analyse the data.
It's going to take time, though, sir. The mainframe's got me flagged ever since I put the school on Gumtree.
What are we going to do about Milbank?
Doesn't he have a brother?
Edmund Milbank, 14. He's got the school's lowest SAT scores. He's asthmatic, dyslexic, wheat, lactose and sunlight intolerant. He's basically like Rain Man, only he can barely count and isn't allowed near matches.
Perfect. We need him to run against his brother. A sibling rivalry is bound to cause havoc with David's campaign.
Genius! How do we get him to run?
He can't run, he's got gammy legs.
I meant in the election. Chantel, you are going to take his breath away.
Steal his inhaler.
No, flirt with him. Convince him to challenge his brother.
You owe me big time for this.
Oh, I'll make it up to you. Not like that.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on, come on, come.
So, I want to propose the deal.
Fraser, why do we have to do this in an Italian restaurant?
You help me get back into power, and in 2 terms' time, I stand aside and let you take the top job.
No, why would I even want that?
I'm just trying to get you on board.
I'm on your side.
Good, because I've got that hearing later, and I need you and as many teachers as possible to convince the committee I'm still up to the job.
Yeah, about that. Pickwell has sort of started a smear campaign.
At her age, I wouldn't have thought it mattered.
No.
Throw her my bone. Tell her if she helps me get back my job, I'll let her put creationism on the syllabus. She's been banging on about that for years.
Look, I'll do everything I can.
Great. Well, in advance, a little crib sheet. The DeFraser code.
Can't grow a full beard.
Right, skip the weakness section. Strengths. There's your meat and 2 veg.
Right, this stuff is not going to impress the committee. Grade 3 on the oboe.
It's really hard.
Not colourblind.
Yellow.
Appeared on Supermarket Sweep. You appeared on Supermarket Sweep?
I did.
Right, the point is that this shit is not going to help you get your job back. That you can do an impression of Michael Caine.
Blow on me bloody doors.
Yeah, I'd maybe pop that one under weaknesses. I'm sorry, you did not invent the what's up craze.
No one can prove that. What's it?
One spaghetti bolognese and one...
Unfolded calzone stromboli. Easy, por favor.
You do know that calzones come folded?
Yeah, but it's half the fun.
You are such a bellend.
It should look like a lung. Garcon, couple of straws.
Well, I've checked the numbers 4 times, and our class candidate for the school election is definitely Edmund Milbank.
Ying, what are the early forecasts?
Schools of Grayson way out in the lead. The voters love his tough economic stance.
And he scares them shitless.
Where are the school accounts?
Mitchell's working on it.
See? Told you the FBI website was piss easy to hack, man.
I set up a campaign Twitter account. Already got a retweet from Myling class.
Oh, great. About which policy?
I said I loved her hair.
Well, that's a start. What are we going to do about David Milbank?
You mean you didn't hear?
No? What?
Before we begin this hustings, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to those members of the local education authority who have joined us here today. And the rules. No swearing, no music, no spitting, no nudity. And none of that global warming nonsense. Everyone knows it's a hoopla invented by tree-fingering socialists. Good. So, to our first speaker, Frank Grayson, standing as a Conservative.
Welcome to the big society. My motto, your problems ain't got shit to do with me. The welfare state is brass. Policies. I'm sacking the school nurse. She's pointless and she ain't even fit. And secondly, these knobheads. Why waste my hard-earned monies on them when instead we could spend it on this? A massive sports day this summer. I'm gonna build the school essential facilities like a velodrome and an equestrian centre, you get me? So vote for me or watch your back. Because in the big society, no one can hear you scream.
Right, who's next? Oh, this will be good. It's Form K.
Cheers, sugar tits. I'll do the intros.
So, after being told that I couldn't enter this election, let alone win it, here I am, with my very own candidate.
From the under-25s category, would you please welcome
Change of plan. I've written you my own. A bit punchier. How are those accounts coming on?
Mitchell's still working on it.
And with one click, Mr. Wickers is on the world's most wanted list. Is that the PE teacher?
You know, when you're written off as a coward, it takes a lot of guts to get back up and show that woman who you really are. Most politicians are like women. Older women, in that they don't care about you. They patronise you. They don't listen to you in the staff room when you're telling them about paintballing at Chris Lemon's stag do.
Really good story.
And like older women, politicians make you think you've got a chance with them, only to shit on you from up on their high horse.
The other side.
And for the record, I do smoke. I get high all the time. There's a photo of me on Facebook smoking a joint at Glastonbury. At least I think Henry said it was weed, but I couldn't hear because Moby was tearing up the dance tent.
Right, well, that was as weird as expected.
Nailed it. I didn't nail it. I just embarrassed myself in front of the whole school. Never wanted to do this stupid election thing anyway.
Okay, next up from Form M is Edmund Milbank.
Right, sit down. Okay, this clearly isn't about the election anymore, because thanks to you-know-who, it's been hijacked. For once, could you behave like a real teacher?
Right, for the record, I am a real teacher.
A real teacher wouldn't force their pupils to do things they don't want to do.
Homework.
A real teacher wouldn't put words into their pupils' mouths.
French teacher. Any language, actually.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Get a room.
Oh, piss off!
Yeah, okay. I think we've had enough of the Gulliver show for one day, unless you'd like to humiliate yourself a little bit.
Back off, you menopausal witch! If you dare touch my garden or Freddie's tree, I will personally ram that Homer up your ass.
Silence! Just pull yourselves together. I'd like the rest of this hustings to be conducted with due decorum. So, back to the serious business of this election, and our next candidate from Form B, Ben Poppet, who represents the forces of good.
I'm sorry for getting carried away with the whole election stuff.
Your little spectacle back there has played right into my hands. It's going to be even easier to lance 2 irritating abscesses.
You can't lance us.
Oh, I can when I'm headmistress, and the committee won't complain after seeing that performance. You'll both be out.
Yeah, well, that would be the case if it wasn't for the fact that Fraser's going to get his job back.
Oh, stop pussy-parping, Wickers. Fraser doesn't stand a chance. This is a 500-page character assassination on Fraser. I've compiled one on all of you.
Mr. Wickers, please.
And you are?
Alfie Wickers. I teach Form K. Slow bunch, but, you know, kind of guys that you want to go for a pint with. Not like now, obviously, because they're underage, but I mean, most of them are lightweights. I've never been for a drink with them.
So, how would you describe Shaquille Fraser?
Shaquille? That's your first name? You said it was Simon.
Judging by that, you don't know Mr. Fraser at all well.
No. Look, Shaquille may come across as a bit of a geesh.
No offence, Fraser.
Standard banter.
Look, I've done some shit here that at any other school would definitely get me fired. Maybe even arrested. But Fraser has never shouted at me, never got me in trouble. And you know, he loves this school. He'd do anything for it. It's his life. And I know it might sound a bit lame, but he's genuinely one of my best friends.
Well, I'm glad you get on so well. Unfortunately, this has no bearing whatsoever on his professional competency. Can you tell me one thing Shaquille has achieved as headmaster?
Do you guys remember what's that?
You're up.
Oh, God. Well, the hour is nearly upon us. What will I do first? Ooh, maybe I'll build a wicker man in the playground. I wonder who'll go in it.
Sir! Sir!
All right, I'm coming.
Look.
What?
It's the accounts.
Oh, Ying, that's very sweet of you, but it's too late. Grayson's already won.
No. Look. This column shows the school's expenses, and this column shows Pickwell's withdrawals. They don't add up, you see. £140 in the school's expenses and £200 in Pickwell's. She's been making that withdrawal every week for years.
Right. Could you explain that again, as though you were explaining it to a child?
Pickwell's been fiddling her expenses.
Oh, God. Ying! I could kiss you!
Please don't. It might upset Chantel.
Well done.
Why are you walking like you've soiled yourself?
This is my swagger.
What have you got to swagger about?
Read it and weep.
Doubt it. Haven't wept since 1990.
1990?
When she was hounded out of office by her own party.
Well, talking of being hounded out of office, it would appear as though one member of staff has been siphoning off public money. You.
Oh. This column? Now, where's your evidence?
You think we didn't make copies? We made copies, right, Ying?
Mayo.
Yeah. That is Chinese for many, many multiple copies.
Yes, well, I'll have you arrested. You stole this information.
Well, maybe you could tell the authorities. They're just in here. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
No, don't, please.
Well, I suggest if you want to keep any kind of job, you go in there and tell your little pals at the council that Fraser is the most amazing headmaster you have ever had the privilege of working for. Oh, and one more thing I'll need you to arrange. Read the election. Joe Poulter.
Out of the question. Grayson's already won by a landslide.
Joe doesn't even want to be school president, Alfie. But I think it would mean a great deal to Edmund.
Actually, I've got a better idea.
And the winner of the Abbey Grove election is Ben Poppet.
With great power comes great responsibility. Thank you.
I'm feeling quite drunk.
Me too!
That's because I decided on a little celebration for getting my job back.
I've spiked the punch. Are you out of your mind?
Not yet, but I do need to sit down. Where's that wheelchair boy?
Remember, posture, eye contact, throwing some cute giggles, maybe rest your hand on his arm, and then tell him you'll tug him off behind the bins.
No, thank you. I couldn't anyway. They're my dad's.
The more the merrier!
Come and dance with me, come and dance with me, come and dance with me. I see you glass with me, that's why I'm asking B, so let's party B, come and dance with me. Away from the bar, tell your boyfriend hold your jaw.
Joe, can you get me some more punch?
I don't know where you come from. But
You know when it's a new term and you get a new class and there's a kid that's got potential but really frustrates you because one day they're a grade A and then the next day they're just like a kid who doesn't seem to care. But then by the end of the term you realise that maybe they're perfect after all.
I have that exact same situation with Mitchell.
No, Alfie, it's a meta.
Shut me up how I could breathe and have a flow. Our love's concrete, we should leave it set in stone. Yeah, and whenever I'm in doubt, yeah, you forever calm me down. Yeah, and sometimes I'm a dummy and I know I would have crashed if you never was around.
Put it on, put it on.
I need some air.
You are my personal salmonella. Going off on holiday and having sex with Trevor. She's the egg-smashing woman. Egg-smashing woman. She's the egg-smashing woman. And I am the egg. I've been smashed. Smashed by the woman. You had sex with Trevor. You fucking bitch!
So, that song was dedicated to a woman called Rachel Perkins. I am so over you. And yeah, Rachel, you can go around school telling everyone that I haven't had sex, but 2 weeks ago, I got half a hand job from Kelly Bright on the coach on the way home from Cheddar Gorge.